Hello, and welcome back to another exciting video of the Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's been a while since I played Zombies on the channel. I play it I play it a lot. But anyway, today we are doing the one room challenge. Not one room challenge, one door challenge. Sorry, I screwed that up. So Tim Hansen, I have to give him credit for this. He's the reason that I got the idea to do the one door challenge. If he's a much better YouTuber than me, he has a lot more subscribers, and his content is much better and more interesting, probably. But go check out his channel because I got the idea from watching him. And if you ever happen to watch my little corner of YouTube, Tim Hansen, thank you. But anyway, building on his idea, I'm going to do a one door challenge where one door gets open and then we're stuck between two rooms. Somewhat harder, it's give and take on the difficulty level because obviously I don't have quick revive in here, although this mod, which this is an advanced warfare weapons mod if you didn't know, does give me perks and Pack-a-Punch power up as well. So whatever gun I'm holding is Pack-a-Punched. I can, in theory, get perks if I don't die. And obviously I can get wall weapons and gobble gums. But I can't do power. There will be no Jug or Hug. And yeah. There's really not much I can do. So I have this whole area to guard, and then I have the downstairs area. So basically, it's like playing Knocked. Little bit. And I considered the best map to do this on because I think I did this challenge, or I tried to do this challenge years ago. Or not years ago, the channel's not even years old. Last year, and I did it on the Giant, and you guys have seen me play Der Riese a million times on this channel. But I thought, let's try it on Verrückt because, you know, Verrückt's a great map. Got perks introduced on it, and it's one of my favorite World at War maps. I like all the World at War maps, but out of all of them, between the Giant and Der Riese, I just said the same map. Between Der Riese and Verrückt, Shi No Numa and Nacht der Untoten, I'd say that Verrückt is definitely a close second. The Giant beats it just because it's got, you know, teleporters, you got Pack-a-Punch, you got perks, and it doesn't matter which version of the Giant you're playing. If you're playing it, you're gonna have a good game usually. You got the catwalk too, although the World at War version is hard as hell. So I have, I think, 4 wall weapons, if you don't count the trip mines, which I'm not gonna use those. I should say I don't plan on using those, but yeah, we also have zombies that teleport, so that's interesting. And we have this shotgun. I don't know how long this stuff's going to hold out. Usually the modded weapons, they do a little bit better than the normal weapons that the game would give you. So, yeah, it's nice to have Juggernaut slapped in my face. It's very tempting to go turn on the power and get Juggernaut, but it's just sitting there, just sitting out of reach. Like, ooh, little Tika, you want some Juggernaut? Well, you can't have it because there's no power. And there's no power up. So I can't, you know, get power on. I think Advanced Warfare actually did have a power up where you could just get power turned on if you got lucky enough or something like that, I think. I don't know. They used a lot of the same stuff that normal zombies did. Personally, I didn't dislike Advanced Warfare Zombies. I thought it was kind of cool. Yes, it was bullshit you had to pay for the DLC to get any Zombies mode, considering it was 2014 and Zombies was a big part of Call of Duty by that point. It was really stupid they made you pay for it, and it was a different experience. I mean, I think they had, 2 or 3 new perks related to the exosuit. Obviously, you had the exosuit, and it wasn't just zombies, it was exosuit zombies, and I think that much like Ghost, they did originally plan to have a sequel to Advanced Warfare, and they planned to do the zombies mode in the sequel, and it didn't pan out. So maybe Ghost should just stop trying to do sequels. Or not Ghost, Call of Duty, sorry. Tired. Maybe they should just stop trying to do these cliffhangers and You know, if you get a sequel, you get a sequel, but no cliffhanger. Because that never works out for Call of Duty. Well, the only time it worked out was when the CODs were still good, like Modern Warfare 3 and the original Modern Warfare 3 and all that. And I guess we're getting ready for Modern Warfare 4, finally. You know, back in 2013, we all thought that's what we were going to get. And they probably wish they had just made Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 4 instead of COD Ghost after the terrible reception that COD Ghost got. Although, who wants a COD Ghost 2? I would take a COD Ghost 2 any day over all these Black Ops games we've been getting, like Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7. I remember when it was a joke that we would have like a barcode because we'd have to be up to Black Ops 40, and little did we know that we're actually right on track for that. Well, we're not right on track, but little did we know it wasn't a joke to Treyarch. I think there was, even back in the day, a joke that they would make a Black Ops 7. And, no one, it was an absurd number to think that Black Ops series would ever reach a 7th game. And Treyarch surprised us and was like, hey, that wasn't a joke to us. And sometimes I think that the developers don't know but the difference between a joke and what the players actually want. Because everyone wants the Modern Warfare 2 remastered, World at War remastered. Everyone just wants old games remastered. And I honestly, there's no good reason not to do it, from what I understand. Like, they were huge back in the day. Treyarch and Infinity, well, not Treyarch, Activision is really into recycling content from those games in the new games. So it's like you're already recycling the maps and a lot of the guns and kill streaks and perks even. So why not just fucking remaster the old games that you're copying from? I don't get it. It's stupid. Guess I should buy a machine gun. Oh, the MP40 in Advanced Warfare. So I don't get it. I mean, to me it's a no-brainer, but maybe they have some logistical reason or whatever. I don't know what their reasoning is. I would love to hear why one day. Why Activision's like, oh, you want a remaster? No, here's Black Ops 10. And you can run around as Homer Simpson, Donut or whatever. I don't know. That was a huge controversial, if I could speak, issue in Black Ops 6, though, and I don't know about 7. I think 7's got Fallout characters running around, which people are like, okay, you're doing it again. But, Activision's like, oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give you cartoon characters again. And they do, and it's like, okay, well, do you think we're idiots? Because you just said you weren't going to do that, and then you did. But honestly, I think there's just too much money in it now, and Fortnite showed us that, cartoon characters and cartoon shit is really in right now, and I think Fortnite, when we were kids, when we were 15, teenagers, 13, 14, 15, whatever age you were, when Call of Duty was big, that was kind of our game. Back in the day, that was the game, was Call of Duty. And everyone was playing it, and even if you weren't a gamer, you had heard of it. And I guess Fortnite is kind of the new generation's, that's their game to play online. And then, in 14 years, when they have kids, there will be something else 14, 20 years, there'll be something else that comes out, and that'll be the game for that generation. And online gaming, I think, is just going to keep getting bigger, and, I don't really understand how Fortnite got so popular. I guess people just like the challenge or something. I've never played Fortnite. I don't like it. I probably never will. I hate Battle Royale games. And yes, I'm not very good at Battle Royale games. Really, the only games I play online or did play online was Call of Duty, and it was mainly the older ones because that's what I grew up with, and that's what I loved. And I've played the newer ones, and they're okay. And I'll probably get Black Ops 7, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost tradition at this point. No matter how bad the game is, I have to get it. I haven't gotten it yet, which I haven't bought a new COD. Or I haven't bought a COD new in years. I usually wait for them to go on sale, and then right about the time the new one's about ready to come out, I'm like, all right, let's go hop on the old one. And I remember back in the day, God damn it, I wish I had the mystery box. It's going to be killer because this TAC-19 just ain't... I got to get right in their faces to kill them. Anyway, back in the day, you'd get on, like, Modern Warfare 3. You'd get on Modern Warfare 2, the originals, not the new ones. And you'd find a lobby like that. And there was always somebody new to play with. If you didn't send friend requests or when you left a lobby, that was probably the last time you were ever going to see those people. But now it seems like even the new CODs, they don't have that many people on them. Like even in their, like right now, the newest one, I don't know about Black Ops 7, but like Black Ops 6, I would still run into the same people. And maybe that's because of skill-based matchmaking, which I think is the other reason that COD's kind of gone downhill. Is that no one likes skill-based matchmaking, but at least we still have mods, so we can kind of play a new COD. We can almost make our own COD. I know that WIX, IWX4, which if I ever download that, I will definitely play it on the channel. Because that does look like a lot of fun to play, and I know you can use different guns from different CODs. Alright, the TAC-19 isn't bad, but I feel like here pretty soon it is going to crap out. Maybe someone will smile upon me and I can get all my perks. I got that snail perk, which I'm still not entirely sure how it works, but it's got something to do with... Fuck, I don't know how it works. Let's just leave it at that. It's got something to do with when I turn away, the zombies slow down. I don't even know what it's called. It's a modded perk, I think. Well, it's not going to matter if it's modded or not, because I'm going to die if I'm not careful. I can't hear the zombies right now because of my microphone. So, we're kind of playing blind here. Or not blind, but without one of our 5 senses. Not that that's an excuse, but if I die before round 10, that's what I'm going with. Not that it matters. I think if you're good enough, you don't really need sound. What I do is I actually use this game to study. So I have these videos on YouTube that I have to study for my computer classes and whatnot, and it makes studying easier. I just sit there and I can listen to the video, and yeah, sit there, listen to the video, and play the game on mute, because there's really nothing you need to hear. I mean, it would be nice to hear the zombies and stuff, but I can literally study for... I'll die, restart, get another match going, and I'll study for 3 or 4 hours, and I've passed several of my certifications doing that. Because, it's not that I don't like studying, it's just that, you don't want to spend time doing something when you can be studying when you want to play a game. Because when I get home from work, I work 10 hours a day, full time. I'm tired. I don't want to sit there and study for another 4 hours, then... just play games on the weekends. So it's nice to study and play games at the same time and then, do something else. Which, thank God I can multitask like that. I guess my gamer abilities allow me to do that. I think they did a study once that said that gamers are pretty good at multitasking, supposedly, but I don't know how accurate any of those studies are. My goal, I think, would be to make it to at least round 15, and yes, I am cheating a little bit with mods, but the game is not playing fairly, and it's not giving me perks, so that little snail perk isn't going to help me all that much either, so... I do have a pack-punched weapon, too, which you'd think would make it easier, but trust me, if there's anyone that could fuck this up, it's me. TAC-19 should be a lot better than it is. I mean... Look at that sonic boom thing. I remember the TAC-19. I remember using this in Advanced Warfare, and it was decent there, but I think... it's been so long since I played Advanced Warfare. That's another game I should download and play, just for the hell of it. I have it upstairs. God, I can't remember the last time I played that game. Probably... I think it was right before Black Ops 3 came out, and everyone's like, Black Ops 3 isn't going to have... because I hated the jetpacks. I thought it was, oh my god, this is great. I played Advanced Warfare for maybe 2 or 3 months. Mostly played zombies on it. No, excuse me. I beat the story, and Yeah, that was about it. I beat campaign, paid my F to respects, or pressed F to pay respects. Then I paid respects to the Call of Duty game, and then I went right back to Modern Warfare 2. That would have been 2014 to 2015. So yeah, I was really into Modern Warfare 2 at that. Well, I've always been into Modern Warfare 2, but I went right back to the OGs and I played those, and then I played other offline single player games as I like to do. Yeah, I had a lot of games I was playing back then. So yeah, I did that. Oh, there's another. What do you turn into? Manpower. All right. So we got two pack-punched weapons, so if I don't make it to round 15, there's really no good excuse. So maybe I just suck or I'm having a bad day. So you had a bad day. Range still sucks, that's one thing. Manpower. Well, look at that wood. It's a nice camo. They put on that thing and kind of turn this thing vintage. Yeah, the range is complete dog shit on this. That's one thing I remember is this gun was good. I think it was good in Advanced Warfare. Someone correct me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I think it was pretty good in Advanced Warfare. But the downside was you had to be right on top of someone to get the kill, and that was not something anyone really wanted to do. So it probably didn't get used that much. But I always thought it was kind of cool. Advanced Warfare let you add attachments to your kill streaks, which yeah was I thought that was kind of cool. And then somebody told me later that that really wasn't that great of an idea because all the kill streaks by default were kind of dog shit because they wanted you to beef them up with your own attachments, which is probably why that idea never came back, I suppose. There's a lot of... okay, so now we have Huggernog. So if I can get Quickie Snicky, then... Or Quick Revive. Yeah, we could easily do probably 20... Or we could probably easily do 25, 30 rounds, I would think. The only issue is going to be the small area, but, this map... The area that I have open isn't much bigger than Nacht. Der Oten. And yes, I am purposely saying these wrong, so please don't write in the comments, "You sound like an idiot. Damn it, Bobby. What the hell you doing saying those names wrong?" And that was my Hank Hill impression. Yes, it was terrible, but... Well, I don't know. Are they doing another season of Hank Hill? Or not Hank Hill, King of the Hill? I think they are. I know they did that revival series, and supposedly I've been hearing they're like, oh yeah, we're done with season... What is it, season 16 now? Season 15? I don't know. See, I remember the Revival series is good. I liked it on Hulu if you haven't seen it. I thought it was interesting to see. And Hulu's doing a ton of Revival series. They're doing Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know if you guys like that show, but I've been watching that. And I got on there the other day. I'm like, oh, wow, the new Revival series is already out. And I haven't even finished the original show yet. I'm on season 5. I know how it ends, and I kind of hate that ending. So I hope that in the Revival series, Malcolm's doing better. So once I'm done binge watching the series, I will go check out that. Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully they don't do a Revival series on like Seinfeld, but I don't think anyone will let them do that. And there was that show. There's been a few shows that got canceled that were actually pretty decent. Firefly, I think, is coming back too, because we finally reached the point in time where, we're out of ideas. Hollywood's out of ideas. And it seems like a lot more shows are getting made than movies. I mean, maybe that's just me, but it seems like shows are more popular than movies. I guess because the story just keeps going. You can get, a show will go, or a movie will go, 2 hours and then it's over, whereas a show you can go on for literally years, and people like it, they'll watch it. Well, I guess if you're on the air for years, yeah, you must be doing something right. Been a few shows I never really got into. Community, I've tried to watch that one, never really got into it. Parks and Recreations, it was funny, but I don't really remember it all that well. Maybe I'll give that one a shot at some point, but one's like, if you like The Office, you'll like Parks and Rec. It's like, yeah, just because I like one thing and it's the same idea doesn't mean it's going to be as good. All right, round 15, which was my prediction if I did not get pack-a-punched weapons and perks. So we've at least made it that far. I'm not a complete dog shit player, apparently, but still, going down before round 20 would pretty much solidify me in the dog shit history books of zombie players you would not want to be stuck in the lobby with. Yeah, I don't know if you remember back in the day, if you were around back in the day, when people would join a lobby online. They were randoms with randoms, and then they would decide if they wanted to play with you based off what the leaderboard said. So if you had a low score or you didn't survive long enough in a match, people would leave. They'd tell you to leave, and because they thought you sucked, which you probably didn't. You just got screwed. Which zombies, it takes skill. It does take some skill, but there's definitely luck involved too. I mean, sometimes you can make it to round 50, and other times you can make it to round 5 on the same map in the same day. That's happened to me before because something went wrong or whatever. But playing with randoms was always exciting because you never knew what the hell you were going to get. It kind of sucked because randoms always left, it seemed like, when they went down. But, I did make a lot of good friends playing zombies back in the day. Round 16. Give it up for round 16. Day 16. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to play a bunch of other games too, but they're sitting in the post office because they're like, oh, here's the box of video games you ordered, and we're going to keep it behind the desk until Monday. So you won't be playing those this weekend, so guess I'm just going to play zombies all weekend. What are your guys' plans? Zombies, modded zombies, the newest Call of Duty, whatever. What else is out right now? I think they just came out with a new Resident Evil game, didn't they? Not a new Resident Evil game, a Resident Evil remake or something. I don't know. That came out a while ago. I don't know. I'm off. I was thinking about that because I'm going to get that one. Borderlands 4, I think. I know I have that one. That just came out not that long ago. And if you're playing this, you're obviously into Call of Duty, so maybe you are playing the newest Black Ops, which I will be joining you people soon. I just got a huge backlog I'm trying to get through, and Black Ops 7 multiplayer actually isn't looking too bad. And I'm probably going to avoid the campaign because, in my opinion, Black Ops 7 barely even has a campaign. It heavily co-op based. Speaking of campaigns and Call of Duties, we should talk about some of the rumors. Remember the rumors that used to come out when people were really into COD? Well, especially with high school kids. When I was in school, there's always this one kid. Like, I remember people telling me that Black Ops 2 was going to be about, like, technological collapse, and that's why they're riding horses in the trailer. And none of it shit was true. And, they had all these... The Wunderwaffe was... Although, actually, the Wunderwaffe did come back, but the Wunderwaffe was going to be in all these different zombie games, and this one guy said he knew the whole zombie story, and they were going to completely revamp it in Black Ops 2. They did, but, not like he said they were. And we were going to be able to go back in time. Well, I guess we were able to go back in time. Okay, never mind. Forget everything I just said. But a lot of the rumors they used to come out with were bullshit. I remember there was a really good one I remember that got me when I was back in high school, where someone had edited in a nuke on not Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. And he's like, yeah, if you get 30 kills or 25 kills in a row without dying, you can get a nuke, and then you get this really cool symbol. And it was pretty well done. And, this was like 2012, 2013. So AI and Photoshop and all that stuff, I hadn't really thought about that yet. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's got proof the nuke's going off. It's totally different than Modern Warfare 2. And he did a good job of editing it into the game. And it was obviously just a troll. But, for a few days, I was convinced. And people in the lobbies were telling me to go fuck myself for believing there was a nuke. It was like believing in Santa Claus. They're like, kid, there's no nuke in this game. And I'm like, yes, there is, damn it. There's a nuke, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to prove you all wrong. And no, the only thing Black Ops 2 had was going nuclear, which unfortunately did not include calling in a nuclear weapon. So, and we wouldn't see the nuke again until, well, I guess if you count the Moab and all that, we wouldn't see it again until the Chem Strike and Ghost, which wasn't the nuke, but the nuke from like the one that ended the game, we wouldn't see that again until Modern Warfare 2019, and it definitely was not like the one we saw back in the day, because we'll never see that one again. Using kill streaks to get a nuke, that's never going to happen again. Whoa, they'll never let us do that again. I wish I could get frickin' Mule Kick. I could use one of these weapons. Not that they're going to be very viable soon, but it's all about the entertainment factor for all of my viewers. All 20 of you. Or however many views. Maybe this video will blow up and I'll get 1 million views. I don't know why this video would get 1 million views. I got the manpower, though. It's got to be worth something. Yeah, you see, I bet if an actual good zombies player was doing this, he'd probably make it to like round 500. Well, there is no 500 in this game. It goes up to 250 and then it just stops, so that's kind of nice. So, I guess I don't know why they didn't just put it in an ending. If they're going to let you go to 250 and then stop, why not just let you get through the end of... Or is it 255? I think it's 255, but... I remember back in the day when Shi No Numa was out, they could only send 24 zombies per round. The game could, if you were alone. So you got these insane levels. People getting like round 10,000. And the joke was that your Xbox or your PlayStation would die before the console did. Or before the console did. Before the game. Before you died in the game. Sorry, I need to get my thoughts straight before I spit them out into the mic. But yeah, the console would die before the player did. And maybe the player would die in real life, too, of exhaustion or whatever. But you definitely weren't dying. The thing would overheat. People would leave them on for days. I remember my friend did that once just to get to, like, round 500, and then he took a picture of it. Wonder what happened to that picture. He's like, look at this! I got to round 500 on Shi No Numa! And he was like, you know, for about 5 minutes, he was the coolest kid in school, or not in the school. Everyone like, you guys are nerds, who cares? But amongst us nerds and, you know, gamers at the school, he was pretty cool. All 20 of us. Yeah. And then no one cared. They're like, oh, cool. And then I remember the glitch on 5 where you could get on the table. Who remembers that one? And the zombies would die after a certain amount of time if you didn't kill them. So you could just sit up there and... I remember I did that one once, and I just left the console on all night. Came back the next day, I was like round 100, and I'm like, yeah, I made it to round 100, but... And then I jumped off the table and got killed within like 2 seconds. It was not good. Not good. But, you know, what did I expect? I used that glitch once on that stupid weapon guy. The Pentagon Thief. I used that one on him, and he got owned by old Tiger Wolf 297. And that's when I found out, I'm like, what the fuck? And it gave me a bonfire sale, which was that super rare, what is it? The Pack-a-Punch was like 1,000 points. And then I got a trophy for doing it, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I remember doing that in like 2010. Yeah, that was a good day. I Pack-a-Punched... I don't know what I Pack-a-Punched. I think I Pack-a-Punched my Stakeout. Black Ops 1 weapons, in my opinion, they were good, but they weren't... I don't know. Treyarch, they were really weak in zombies. Like, they turned to shit after about round 30. Even Pack-a-Punch, they couldn't kill anything. I mean, they could. It just took forever. I think the highest I made it in Black Ops 1 was... I don't know. 100 or something. Legitimately on... Kino used, but Kino's not a hard map to get to 100 on. I'm sorry. Just get the Thunder Gun, use the ammo sparingly, and then yeah, you're good. Or Ascension, you could do it on there too, which I loved Ascension, but I hated those stupid monkeys, which the game gave us 2 new perks, and then one of them being PhD, which is still to this day my favorite. And it ripped it out of our hands with the monkeys. And if you were by yourself, like I was, I had to play with myself a lot. Yes, I'm trying to be funny. You were kind of SOL when the monkeys showed up, so you just had to keep rebuying the perks. But luckily, it seemed like Ascension sent more zombies than it needed to. So you had no shortage of points to go rebuy the perks, which was nice. In case you're wondering, these little blue things and green things the zombies keep dropping are ammo and points. So that's why I seemingly have an infinite amount of ammo and points. So, here it is, round 22, and I have almost 100,000, or not 100,000, almost 80,000 points. And I'm not going to do a damn thing with any of them. Also, seemingly, it doesn't want to drop. It drops perks a lot more, I guess, with the powers on. Because, usually you don't have to wait this long for a perk drop. It usually drops them. It drops a perk every couple rounds, not every 10th round or whatever, so. But this is a great mod for this challenge. I think this mod was created by iHasRabies. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know if he ever get. So shout out to him for putting all these guns in the game. He didn't just put these ones in. He put in pretty much every Call of Duty that exists. Their guns are in this game because of his contribution. Which is a great contribution. I wish I could showcase the death machines. Those are pretty fun to use. This game, dual-wield death machines, but this video would be way too long. Ugh, I'm tired. I gotta go get something to eat after this. So let's see. There's a barrier here. There's a barrier there. And then, yeah, there's not. Oh, I guess if 10 zombies are going to come out of one barrier, that's an issue. But, well, I guess we can get Blast Furnace now. Cool. I would love to do this on Kino, but unfortunately the mod does not work that well on Kino. The game will crash after a certain amount of time. So you probably won't ever see me play this on... Or Moon. I don't think Moon works either, but... I've never been a huge fan of Moon. I don't know. I just... I've tried to like it. It's not a horrible map. It's just not a map for me. When I like to play zombies, I like to just jump in and go. Then that's one of the biggest issues I had with Zetsubou no Shima, is that you don't just jump in and go. You gotta... Everything's a mini quest. It takes like an hour to get set up on that game. Like, if you're gonna play Zetsubou no Shima, clear your schedule. Because it takes so long to... It's a freaking quest to just get the fucking power on that map. Which I get it, they wanted to be innovative and change, but... No, I don't want to have to do an Easter egg just to turn on power, and then... I think they had like 3 or 4 different bosses on that map, so you had to fight a boss to just get certain areas open, and then they have the spiders, and then I think they have a spider boss. There's about 3 or 4. Or 3, I guess. I guess that's just 3, but... I'm all for new bosses, but... Don't throw them all into the same map. That's just stupid. And I don't even know who's on Zetsubou. I guess it's the Ultimus crew, or whatever, the original guys. Tank and Takio. And the other 2, Richtofen and Nikolai. I think that's who's on it, but I haven't played that map in like 10 years. Probably never will again. Maybe for the channel I'll download it and play it, but I really don't have any desire to play it any other time. And please leave a comment telling me which other weapons you'd like to see me use. I do love to use my Modern Warfare 2 weapons. Modern Warfare 3 weapons are also fun, but they're very similar to Modern Warfare 2. So that's why I thought we would change it up and use some advanced warfare weapons. Alright. Round 25. Giving up for round 25. And if I make it past this round, that'll be about where I thought that I'd be, around 30, 25, 30. Of course, I'm not exactly doing a bare bones challenge because I do have perks and pack-a-punched weapons, so I'm in a better standing than I probably should be. And I don't know, Verrückt really doesn't have that many good places to camp if you're by yourself. The best strategy I've found is to just run around the entire map. Open up the whole map and just go. That's what I did. That's how I got to around 60 by myself once on console. But that was a long time ago, and I think I was using Black Ops 3 weapons, which Black Ops 3 weapons are pretty good. World at War weapons were also were also really fun to use. I don't know if you guys which COD had your favorite zombies? World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare had zombies. I don't know. I think Infinite Warfare Zombies wasn't bad. I liked it. I haven't played it forever, but it wasn't bad. I think Treyarch's the best, but even Cold War and stuff, starting with Cold War, I haven't really liked their zombies either because, I don't know, they're just not as good as they used to be. Lost their touch. There's PhD, and it is the original PhD. Instead of PhD Flopper, it's Slider, but it's pretty powerful. I think it's even better than the original. PhD. It's going to suck when I die because I hate to lose PhD, but I shall get it back the next time I play in a few hours. Alright, thank you for the ammo, boys. Keeping me resupplied. And you would think, well, how can this guy, lose at like round 30 when he's got all this? Just trust me, I will fuck something up. And if anyone can do it, it would be me. You'd think that I could live forever, but... And, you guys probably could because you're actually good at this game. I am not. And I'm actually surprised I made it this far. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. I know Advanced Warfare has an issue. I think that's mostly with the double death machines or whatever those things are called. It goes over its integer number or something. I don't remember what the error message is, but it just crashes to the main menu, or the main menu, and it's like, oh, there was an integer, goddamn, overflow. I wish that they would allow us to go out there. This could have been kind of a cool multiplayer map if they take it. Well, I guess it is a multiplayer map, but I don't know. I remember there was a thing a while back where people thought they were going to turn zombies maps into multiplayer maps. Or not. So, it wouldn't be hard to do. You just got to take parts of the map out, close parts of the map off so kill streaks can work, and it could have been cool. They keep fucking making everything. Why don't they just remake a zombies map? They're not even remaking it. They're just remastering it. Like, you get on a game now, it's like, here's a World at War DLC map that no one remembers, so we're just going to remaster it. It's the same map, and it's just been reskinned. And how many times have we seen Raid or Terminal or Nuketown, obviously. Why don't they do another Nuketown Zombies? That was cool. No more Nuketown Zombies. Oh, I got really lucky on that one. No more Mr. Nuketown. It's really tempting to open up that side door, but that's not gonna happen. Hopefully I don't screw up and just open it by accident, because I'm force of habit. Ugh. I keep trying to use this trap. Ugh, excuse me, I can't stop yawning. I keep trying to use that trap, but, I obviously can't. Because I don't have power. Have you ever tried to go mad without power? It's bad. Nobody listens to you. So all I have to do is just sit here and camp this one, and I can kill a few of them, and then they don't really seem too interested in coming out that other side door, so... And I got the turn, so I got 2 zombies working for me, and as long as I don't overdo it with the PhD, we could maybe make it even further than 30. Maybe. Or maybe not. There's Mr. Zombie. All the stuff they're dropping, my god. Dropping zombies like it's hot. Dropping zombies like it's hot. Popping bottles in the ice like a G... Now, what is it? Like a blizzard. Getting slizzard like a blizzard or something. I remember that song G6. No one even knew what the hell a G6 was. I think it was supposed to be like a car or something. Popping bottles in the ice. I just remember that played on the radio like all the time in 2009. 2008, 2009, I don't know. I just remember that was popular. Like, there's certain songs that come on and you can just tell the era they were made in. Not because they're old sound, well, they are, but like, not because you know the song or anything, just because you can tell by the way it's being sung. Like, oh yeah, this was definitely the 80s or the 90s, and you know, that's at least easy for me. I don't really... I stop yawning. God, I need to take a nap after this, apparently. Oh, God, I must have woken up too early. It's the beauty of weekends. I usually wake up about 6, and then I go back to sleep, and I wake up 3 more times to make sure that, you know, I didn't oversleep. Not that there's anything to do, but I hate to spend all my time sleeping, so I try to get up about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then guess that was too early. Of course, going to bed at 4 a.m. probably didn't help either, but it's the weekend. What the hell else am I going to do? My job. They give me weekends off, and they randomly gave me Wednesdays off now. I'm like, okay. Which is kind of nice, because I only work 2 days, get a weekend, get a day off, and then 2 days, and then I'm off again, so it's not bad. It's 10-hour days, 40 hours a week. I'll take that, and you probably didn't come here to listen to me talk about work. The one thing you're trying to avoid on YouTube. And hey, look at the bright side. My YouTube's not big, or my YouTube channel isn't big enough that they play ads on it. I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't know. Round 30. Ding, ding, ding. We made it to round 30. It's amazing. I usually can't do this good even when I am modding and I have the whole map open. But then again, these guns are pretty good. TAC 19, are you starting to slow down on me? We don't have time for you to slow down. Wouldn't mind getting that mule kick, though. I really would have liked to have that. I'd like to have all the guns on the map. But I'm not going to trade them up now. Just having mule kick would be cool, but we've definitely surpassed the wall weapons in the starting room. Turn, that's really helping. Turn is like overpowered. I've never really paid attention to how useful it is, but without turn, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. I turn into somebody who got good sleep. Luckily, the zombies pathfinding apparently can't take them through that other door. Oops, oops, oops. Ah, shit. Well, round 30. I was trying to get to that insta-kill, but I had tunnel vision. I should have used the anywhere but here, but whatever. 1,068 kills, 1 down, and 408 headshots. Yes, I was modding. Yes, I had a few perks. But, you know what? I will take what I can get. I still think that's okay. Maybe next time I'll try to break that record on another map. Ugh. Well, I am going to go take a nap. But if you liked the video, didn't like the video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for other ideas for future game modes that I could do, please do not hesitate to tell me, because I would love to do them for the channel. Alright, thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.